So there I was, sweating my way through Cuba on a fundraising trek, when I discovered a lump in my neck. In fairness, for the last few months, I'd had a cough, spasms and a tightness in the neck, and difficulty talking and swallowing. And here's the irony. I was in Cuba, fundraising for Cardiff's Velindre Cancer Centre. And it gets even better. Or worse. For the past 10 years, I've been one of its patrons. I've climbed Kilimanjaro and Machu Picchu. I've trekked in Patagonia and Nepal, raising funds for this world-class medical centre. Now I've gone from patron to patient. So much for all that bloody fundraising.
This is it, I guess. This is chemotherapy drug going in. All sorts of things go through your mind, I think. You think of pain, you think of suffering, you think of, to some degree, of terminal illness, I think. You think of hair loss, you think of side effects. You think of very, very unwell people. And it's weird that the reality of chemo, at this point at least, is just a little machine that sounds a bit like a printer and a slightly cold arm.
Tomorrow marks a halfway stage of my treatment. That's Rosie on the end of the bed scratching herself, in case you get any ideas of what I'm doing in here. Let me tell you, that is the furthest thing from my mind. My speech is like this because my mouth and my throat are covered in ulcers and sores. There's one ulcer the whole length of the left-hand side of my tongue, about this long. I won't show you, it's pretty grim in there. Next week, and I can only just say this now. I hope I can say it without puking up. I have chemo. And the thought of that is disgusting.
So today is my last radiotherapy session. The process itself is all right, I'm very used to it, but the state inside my mouth is pretty awful, disgusting. Apparently, that is going to get worse for the next few weeks. Even though the radiotherapy stops today, this will continue to work. And for about 10 days to 2 weeks, apparently, that will be the peak awfulness. I'm really, really hoping that's not the case. Because today feels like a huge chapter end. I just want this to stop. I want to stop feeling like this. And I want to start to feel a little bit better, even if it's just a tiny, tiny bit tomorrow. I'm not going to miss this. It's quite an odd experience, being strapped down. I don't think there wouldn't be a minute of the last 2 months that I haven't thought about cancer. Not one single minute. Thank you so much, guys.
No need to thank us.
I know it's your job, but you have no idea. You have no idea how lucky us patients feel, I don't think, that we've got you. It's a big deal that we've got you. You're so good. You're so good.
As the winter draws on, I slowly start to feel a little better. The ulcers begin to heal. I put on a tiny bit of weight. We get a new dog, Pixen, to breathe new life into ours. I do gloriously normal things, like have a cup of tea with Sian. It's back to hospital. This could be the last scan I ever have, or just the latest of many more. The uncertainty is draining. I've got quite a lot of pain in my neck, so I'm worried that the tumour is still there or it's grown. It's just yet another apprehensive, scary, emotional moment, I suppose.
Hi, afternoon. Come and sit down, Rod.
Thank you.
Take a seat.
I'm a bit of an emotional wreck, I've just realised.
Right.
Just been sat out there, 1 minute smiling to myself in front of everybody, and the next minute almost bursting into tears. I don't quite know why. I'm a bit of an emotional wreck. So I apologise if I go one way or the other.
That's all right, that's
if I get the giggles or if I burst out crying, I apologise.
I'm going to put you out of your misery straight away and tell you the results of your scan. Because you've had a scan to investigate your symptoms and it is fine. Okay? All right? It's the best news we could have hoped for.
Sorry, I told you I'd go.